to talk about the information campaigns in Bogota about recycling. Bogota has 7.69 million of inhabitants, who produces 2,500 tons of domestic waste per day. Of these domestic waste, the 35% are potentially recyclable. So, the situation in Bogota, we have Representative Blanca Romero and Jaime Lopez. They have been recycled like for 40 years. They record the city, open up every bag in the city, but every bag is opening its bag of domestic waste, but with like people don't recycle, they have to open and see awful things like this, or domestic waste that isn't recycled. I'm sorry, but this is because only the 36% of the people in Bogota actually recycles. So the question is, why Bogota's people don't recycle? That one study demonstrated that the principal cause was that people didn't know how to do it. So why not? The principal solution we have now is Bogota Zero. Is the policy that the government of the city are implementing, and this is here one of his typical posters. So they try to educate people with this kind of information. The problem here is that it's too general. People look this and the message loses. The awareness doesn't last enough. So what is my solution? Make more specific publicity. We have to educate people gradually. So these two elements represent the 12% of the potentially recyclable waste. So we need to start to make a social value that induces people to separate at least these two things, the plastic bottles and the paper. If we start with this, and then when the people actually recycle these two things, we need to increase the elements, but start with a specific. Let's educate people and explain this, how to separate one simple element. They don't know these elements represent so many of the potentially white. If we educate people, we can assure that at least the 12% of the domestic waste will be recycled. Okay. So after we
just take a deep breath. Okay, look at your notes. Find where you are.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. We need to educate people for the basic things. These two elements represent the 12% of the potentially recyclable waste. So the idea is to start with these basic elements, but then cover all the potential waste, all the potential recyclable waste. When like the people, have been memorized how to do it, and they will know how to do it and it was a more efficiency solution. So, that's it.
Thank you. Questions? Wait, questions.
Questions?
Questions. I have a question.
Yeah.
How do you envision this campaign to be? Is it going to be like a public service announcement, or what kind of things do you envision
The same
happening?
idea they have with the posters, but be more specific. That you don't see a lot of information in a poster. Like you say, okay, this plastic bottle you can separate it that way, or this paper, or after these latas. I also have to do it. But not the same idea, posters, information, but be more specific about what elements you can recycle, because people say, oh, okay, is it recycled or done? And see a poster, and after see a poster, they don't know.
Okay.
After that, they know, they have an idea.
Okay. Thank you. Great.